I get it. I left y'all on a cliffhanger and y'all been waiting hours. Or maybe not. Maybe it's like days later and you just click the next video. I was scrolling TikTok between episodes. I went to swap my laundry. I put some shit in the dryer, put some shit in the washer. Tell me why this not McDonald's, this Wendy's ad got this fucking fire-ass beat. What the fuck? Like, I wasn't even, like, looking. Like, I was getting ready, and I was just kind of, like, absent-mindedly scrolling, because I was about to start, you know what I mean? I was kind of, like, weaning myself off the TikTok. And all of a sudden, that beat starts playing. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's a Wendy's ad for their Peppermint Frosty, bro. What in the fuck? Anyway, it's been 45 seconds. Let me apprehending the suspect. I'm gonna keep it creamy with you, though. I didn't forget. I know exactly what to say. I mean... After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind the partition off to her side. I quickly caught her. Okay, we don't need to. Nope, that's it. That's it. Game Grover. Game Grover. Game Grover. No, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I'm not talking to fucking any of you, dude. Hold on. I know exactly what to do. Let me save the game in case I'm wrong. I know exactly what I need to do. What? I might have fucked up. Okay, wait, yeah. Is it not that? She mentioned the muffler. Wait, hold on. Maybe I have to press her. You were close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Yeah, press her. Yeah, look at the floor plans. The Lynchland car was a visitor parked in the B block. Yes, that's right. There was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Amazing! The cough-up Queen Lunch Lady athlete, indeed.
It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast.
Yeah, that fence is about 9 feet high, so how did Miss Sky not get away? Yeah, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Hold on. I think I figured it out. I think I'm supposed to present this. I'm so confused on what it was supposed to do. She mentioned the muffler. What did she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word? So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone! Her phone? She can't mean ask for her. Her phone? You mean the cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. My memory is like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see, Miss Starr. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right, near the car there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order. So she used her cell phone! Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Wait, add that to the testimony. Add that to the testimony. Okay, wait, you didn't see that though. You didn't see that. Okay, that's what I was supposed to. I knew the floor plan was it here. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Scott. Objection. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmerited by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you'd be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency phone was on the backside of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it.
What?
Order! Order! What is the meaning of this?
Simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing off lunch, she's coughing up lies. Objection. It's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you'll allow me a question? Tell us exactly what lie the witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about what she saw, right? She's lying about what she saw. She lied about what she saw. In other words, she didn't see Miss Sky using the emergency phone.
It does seem hard to imagine how she could have. Illogical.
Hold on. I think I fucked it up. Yeah, hold on. No, bitch. I understand now. She lied about where she saw it. Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it.
Pointless to lie, I see.
But the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone.
It would be.
Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location. Objection. Different location. That's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Objection. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it.
Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime?
Well, the testimony you've heard until now points in one direction. She was... Take that! Here. She was here. She could see the emergency phone.
That's true. That solves the mystery.
Objection. That would allow her to see the emergency phone, yes. If she was there, she would have been able to arrest her well before she dialed her cell phone. You doubt my speed? I can run 150 feet in 9 seconds, you know. Is that really that fast? Fuck. I'll take the hit. I should have saved first. I'll get the health back. It's fine. Oh, the security room. Take that! It's the only place where she could have been.
The security guard room?
Indeed, the security room is in the underground parking lot and is well positioned.
It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone.
Now, in this case, Your Honor, the witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place she could have seen the crime is the back of the partition here. Or the crime and the back of the partition here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend. Well, Miss Starr, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think the tables could be turned. Today, a man has got the better of Angel Sky.
Order, order! Witness, what have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky?
Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense.
Huh?
She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. The truth still stands. Objection! It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. Finally, they bring up fucking perjury. I've been saying this, like, when I first played this game, all the fucking time. Why do they not just get caught with perjury and just thrown off the stand every time I catch them lying? Why do they get, like, 5 revisions and then they're like, you finally got me, I was wrong, and then, like, nothing happens? She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Huh? Me?
Who else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Star witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it on B block.
Must make a vital difference, but what would change? What would change is the angle to view the crime. You'd see her from behind.
Oh, the angle? What do you mean?
Security guard station on the second floor, and she would have had more of a 3D view? What? No, that's not what I meant. She would have seen it from behind, so that photo doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh my fucking god. Distance. Change the distance during the crime scene. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but take a look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the crime scene and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see that would change what she saw. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime when you arrested Miss Sky?
Well, witness.
You? Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? Quality of my lunch has gone from low to inedible. Ew. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime at the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. That's why I had to go through the visitors parking lot in B-Block.
Quite a detour.
Jesus, yeah. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
5 minutes? This changes things considerably.
But was that a woman over there? Fuck, I'm so tired.
Yeah.
It was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention.
Would you care for another caviar lunch?
Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something.
Do I have any evidence to stop this? Yeah, raise an objection. What else can you fucking do, bro? You saved the game. 5 witnesses between witnessing the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You can make a pasta in that amount of time if you like it al dente. I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey, you get the wrong idea.
But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She'd even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable.
Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. Witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth is the next witness ready to go. Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it. We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright.
That was too close.
I'm afraid the cough-up queen has been dethroned, and with that, court is adjourned.
Oh shit.
Hold it.
Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
What was that?
It's another one of her trick lunchboxes?
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo! A triple-decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony.
Is this like his 6th lunch, bro? He's been scarfing these things down.
Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? I hope it's dessert. I could go for some sweet right now. I got like a fucking... Can't even see it. Fucking cake protein bar. She's about to slap as soon as I fucking eat it. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
What? There was blood found on that shoe.
How do you know she just didn't get her period and it dribbled? How do you not know that? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Like, if you can't prove where the blood came from, who says? Witness, what's the meaning of this? Well, this is the first time I've heard of this evidence. Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention I have 3 boyfriends in forensics? In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, the shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
Seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, the shoe's already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
Seems so. Edgeworth looks pretty sullen.
You can at least study some evidence law, really.
The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that guilty are properly judged.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
I don't even know what the fuck to say. Let me say it. I might need to press. That is something yet. But I gotta think about the evidence I have. I have the knife. Traces of the victim's blood, no prints. That's her sister. I get it now. Oh, there's the blood being on the bottom. Objection! I think I need to scream for that, though. Hold it! Can't let this evidence go through, not without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup.
Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe?
Problem? This is critical. There's a problem. Yeah, okay. I'm not imagining things. I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence, a clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'll give you a pepper fish guts now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence.
I wonder if you notice there's blood on the bottom of this shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie, or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
Indeed, there's quite a bit of blood on the bottom of this shoe.
Makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about the blood on the bottom of his shoe? What? I don't fucking know? How would I know? I know the answer. Do I present the photo? Take that! I do. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note the bottom of the shoe is covered in the victim's blood. Then isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found at the scene of the crime?
Aha!
As you can see, there were no traces of such footprints at the scene of the crime. It contradicts your claim about the shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor. There could have been bloody footprints. Objection? Then where were they, Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
Order, order, order! Witness!
What? Huh?
Where are you going, Mr. Wright? But it's true the lack of footprints is a contradiction. But then we have to ask, why wasn't there a footprint?
That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think.
Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions.
What?
I know why. It's the oil drum that's filled with water. I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There's one vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
What are you talking about?
Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. She need to say all that. I think there's a reason I skipped past that. I thought that was strange. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. Okay. Now witness, allow me to ask a simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that? I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness! Well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over by Chief Prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? So don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the real reason she kicked that over?
Aha! You don't mean...
Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would have become evidence against her. No.
That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. It reminds me, this guy's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him?
So that's when my sister got blood on her shoe.
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please.
What? What can I do? Your sister's confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. But enough. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor.
Very well.
But Angel Star's on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye.
Hold it! Little girl, what did you just say?
Huh? Me?
Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution side?
Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints.
Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence.
Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else.
Objection. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments, you'll be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this.
A photograph.
I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
I see no room for error in this evidence.
Mr. Wright, look at the asphalt in this photo.
Hey, it's clearly wet. The muffler! There's something in the muffler, dude.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. I knew we couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems what your sister wanted anyways. I'm sorry, Mia. Right. Wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. Up off the asphalt, towel. Up off the asphalt and towel. Hey, yo, that's cheating, dude.
Very well, this time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Objection! Your Honor, wait.
What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can't. It'll be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence a proper consideration. So, right? You saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah. Think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this.
I suppose we've come this far. We should get every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us the problem in the photograph.
problem this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor.
You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf in any kind in this photograph.
Muffler's also a part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as a part of the exhaust system, a pipe.
I see. And I see. What's this suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
So what if there is something sticking out of the muffler? What does this have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Mrs. Starr, but you're not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has in his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of clothing, the cloth of the muffler, is related to this case.
Oh, it's gotta be... Hold on.
Take that!
Miss Starr, recall your testimony from the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler! Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence.
Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings.
Suspend?
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed?
I suppose so. That was close. But we made it at least for now.
This court will adjourn for 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all.
He's still hungry. You ate 6 lunches. God damn, bro. Way too many lunches, dude. Let's save the game, though. Let's save the game. February 23rd.
Mr. Wright,
What?
are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach a surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there?
Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently, she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least.
Officer Marshall!
That's what thought I'd come take a look, see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. It's hard to slip out, huh? Or that hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen the last 2 days have been really on edge. Well, you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
God damn. You don't say. Now don't that just beat off. I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edward's seen it, too, I reckon. What's that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scenes, he wasn't wearing a scarf.
So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken.
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Woo-wee. You know, I don't like ribs. I'm not a fan of ribs. Back in the courtroom.
I'd like to resume.
What's up? Judge keeps looking over at the prosecution.
Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. It can't be. This can't happen.
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, then, I believe it's time we continued on with this trial. This is unacceptable. Seems our prosecutor's quite beside himself. We'll just have to find out exactly what he wants in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.